and welcome to the RedLeafRetrocast episode 52, Parody Games. I'm your host, JD, joined by Colin and Kevin, the usuals.
Hello.
And we got a new guest today, a good friend from Houston, Texas, Joey.
Howdy.
How's it going, Joey? Everything's
Going
great
right.
in the Everton game?
Oh, no, I turned it off. They're losing 3-1.
Ugh, to Bournemouth, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rip.
Got a fun episode today. We got some topics. We got the games we're playing, which should be a fun little bullshit introduction that we always do. And we got our parody games chosen by Kevin. He is the theme. We got 4 games that we picked based on, I guess, comedy games.
100% forgot.
100% forgot that you picked it?
Well, because we picked these themes like forever ago, and those like, the themes what? So, I tried.
So I'm very excited to have Joey here joining the cast, giving him a little trial period, or at least he's giving himself a trial period, see if he likes it.
Yeah, let's see if I fail.
See if you fail. But I'm glad you're here.
I believe in you.
Been forever.
Let's just have some fun.
Yeah. So let's just get right into it. What games we've been playing? Joey, you go first. I put on the agenda Counter-Strike, I assume.
I'm playing Classic WoW.
Classic WoW. All right, do tell.
What happens when you assume?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, they went back to patch 1.12, so pretty much right after the game was released. And I don't know, I'm enjoying it. So I'm probably going to be playing it for a while.
Is it meeting all your expectations?
It's meeting most.
Is there still a fee to play monthly?
Yeah, all you need is a subscription to play Classic WoW. You don't need to buy any games or anything, so it's just the $13 a month or whatever it is.
Oh, jeez. It sounds like so much, but it's not.
So for those wondering, Joey here is a PC Master Race gamer.
Oh, then get him out of here. What are we doing?
Master Race, baby.
And what is your gaming background exactly? What are some of your favorite games to introduce yourself to the people, to all our listener?
Solitaire.
Yep, it's Solitaire. I like pinball. That's on XP.
Space Cadet, nice.
The classics. But no, I like mainly Counter-Strike is the game I go to. I have close to 2,000 hours in it, which I probably should have more, but I've been playing that since it came out in forever ago. But mainly first-person shooters is what I play.
Source Strike.
I played Source. I started with, I think, 1.4 way back in the day.
Is everyone's animals locked up or chilled out?
I don't have animals here.
They like to just go crazy, so...
Too bad,
I gave my
JD.
cat a bunch of catnip, so I think I put him into a drug-induced coma.
Your cat is literally the only one that ever causes issues.
Don't worry, my dogs will make an appearance once or twice.
Hell yeah.
They go from napping to fighting in 10 seconds.
Sounds like mine running around the apartment. He just goes, you know what? I feel like running across your mic table. It's cool.
Yeah, they were both laying down 30 seconds ago, and now they decided they want to fight over a toy.
Mm. So, Joey, when was the last time you played something like EverQuest?
EverQuest? Probably a couple months ago.
So you're still dabbling in those?
Yeah, I play, but not as much as my little brother. He still has a couple accounts going.
Oh, wow.
A couple of accounts?
Yep. I think he's up to 5 or 6.
Oh, my.
You gotta box him so he can be his own group.
It's like the Forever Alone meme. Here's all my friends.
So, but he plays with a friend, and I think his friend also has 6 boxes, so they have their own little raid.
Between 2 people?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's just not that crazy. I've seen people up to 18 characters at once. It's ridiculous. But EverQuest has introduced some servers that you can't box. They'll ban you if they find out you're boxing.
Oh.
So
what fun is that?
I have a question from the console peasant race.
Yep.
What is boxing?
when you have multiple accounts going at the same time, mainly you have your main character and you have like macros running for the other ones, or you switch back and forth to heal while you tank. So,
Whoa.
The more funny answer is when you physically punch your PC, and that creates more characters in the game.
Cool.
So sometimes you need multiple computers to run the amount that people do, but since the game's so old, that you can get away with multiple on one computer.
PC gaming sounds confusing.
It can get very confusing.
So what type of PC do you have? What are its specs? I'm sure there's some people out there that care.
The gateway with the cow spots.
Yeah, my PC's not the greatest. I only have an i5, and I have a GT 1050 Ti, so I don't have state of the art. It's kind of on the low end.
Don't count yourself down like that. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I don't
mean, my
want to
laptop has
spend
an i7.
thousands. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking upgrading, but at that point, I might as well just upgrade the whole thing. Because the i7s are still expensive, even for my generation. Because I have like a 4th generation, and it's still like $300 for an i7.
Ooh, wow.
So at that point, I might as well just start a new build and get the top. But it plays the games I want to play, so I have no problem with it.
No, it doesn't give me issues. PS4s. I'm just saying.
I don't have a PS4. I have an Xbox One.
What are you doing? You invited him.
There was a Twitter feedback rant from PlayStation or PlayStation fans the other day where
Sounds right.
Yeah, where I don't know what happened. I guess a Reddit thread got viral or something, but just hundreds of thousands of people started taking apart their PS4s and cleaning them and showing pictures of what's inside. Like, they all had roaches.
Oh,
what the
weird.
fuck?
I feel like that's just a meme, though. It can't be right.
I saw one where it looked like there was a nest of roaches inside. I'm like, you don't say your PS4 was giving you issues?
That's disgusting.
It's just totally gross.
It's only the people that live in roach nests that post those pictures.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not a real thing.
I was waiting for the comedy picture of the top of a PS4 off and someone just put a dead rat on it and just look what I found inside. Crazy.
I thought about getting a PS4, but with PS5 coming out soon, might just wait for that.
Well, and it's supposed to be backwards compatible with everything anyways. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
Supposed rumor though.
Supposed to be.
We'll see.
Let's not count our chickens before they hatch, you know what they say,
But do you know what's always backwards compatible?
No,
PC.
No, it's literally not, though.
I can play any games. I can play some sim games from the 90s.
I just have to reinstall Windows 95, run this command prompt, plug it in to
there's
an
ways
old
around it.
adapter.
You can get some things that can simulate that so it works just fine.
I was playing you emulate things?
No, I'm just saying I make my games work.
Likely story.
Yeah, somebody actually did develop something to make Windows 10 look like Windows 95.
Why?
Yep.
Nostalgia.
When I had Windows 8, I made it look like 7 because 8 was terrible.
That actually sounds like kind of fun. I kind of want to do that.
It's totally free.
Nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
Sure is.
Are you guys familiar with itch.io?
I know.
Yeah.
I've been playing quite a few games just off and on from there. I was playing this horror game called Faith.
Uh-huh.
It's a Atari ZX Spectrum inspired game. Yeah, it's about a priest dude. His only weapon is his cross, and you're just roaming around I don't know, the house from Blair Witch or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a really good horror game in that retro perspective. It's really cool. I highly recommend it. I'm thinking about playing there's a sequel and you can get it for $1.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. So I think I'm going to probably play that one. I was very impressed with Faith.
That reminds me, I need to get Blasphemous.
That is a game that came out. It's a SNES inspired kind of retrospective. It's like 2D Dark Souls, but with everybody's in pain, Kevin.
Yeah.
Everyone
I already heard
hurts
Dark
all
Souls
the
in
time.
your lost me.
I've heard comparisons to Symphony of the Night.
That's way better.
Yeah, but Symphony of the Night is way easier than Blasphemous.
It's a good game.
Yeah. It's got the Devolver Digital pixel art style, so that's
Is it
already
made by
selling
Devolver? Because I'll just throw money at it.
me.
I don't know who made Blasphemous.
Fucking love Devolver.
I think I know this, though. Blasphemous. Let's see here. Excellent content.
Is,
Developer is the Game Kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
the fact that you don't know is blasphemous.
Are you guys
I know,
familiar with
stop.
the Game Kitchen? Because I'm not.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not. They have a LinkedIn page. Maybe you could go apply.
Oh, well, good. I needed a new job right now, so.
Yeah, you keep getting rained out, don't you?
No. So all right, this is a side here, but Wednesday essentially we had to go work on the highway, and somebody drove a trailer with a little excavator up to where we were, and then our operator was like, "Hey, I'm not driving this because it has no license plates," and they went, "Oh, whoops, we did a bad thing." So then
That
and
seems
then
like
Thursday
something
it
you need to
rained.
check.
So put some license plates on there, whatever.
Yeah, just write numbers and letters. Nobody's gonna look it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever laws.
Just put some Maine plates on there. No one will question them.
Perfect.
Did you
So
know?
that's-
You know you can register your car in Maine, and they don't have any laws that says you can't. You just do it.
It's not a bad idea because I hate the taxes around here. So
Yeah. It's
Not a bad idea.
It's not illegal because the state just goes, yeah, anybody can just register their car here.
it's fucking cool.
So a lot of people from like Massachusetts and Rhode Island, because it's the registration and all that's kind of outrageously expensive,
Mm-hmm.
they just go to Maine and get Maine plates.
It's such a good idea.
They're just like, yeah, road trip to the mountains, whatever. Let's go get our cars registered.
Let's get cars registered E.
I mean, it is a
Close
Canadian
enough.
border state, so
Close enough.
close enough.
So sorry.
Colin,
Yes.
what
Colin.
games have you been playing? Colin. Ha, see what I did there? I made your name saying so.
Some poop jokes.
So dumb.
Oh, I've been playing a lot. I beat God of War 2.
Ooh.
Joey
game's
remembers that game.
Yeah, I like that game.
Friggin'
I like
awesome.
playing after you beat it. I like playing in the cow suit.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
that's right. That is a thing. I
is?
totally
What?
forgot about that.
The cow
What,
suit?
you can unlock a cow suit?
Yeah, it's unlimited mana, but you can get to the last fight real easy, and then it's near impossible to win the last fight because you have no like strength, and they take
I
away all
could
your
be
magic, so
A cow, though.
you're useless.
Everything you said sounds absolutely worth it, though, so.
Oh, it is a lot of fun to get there, and then you get really mad that you can't do anything.
This sounds great. 10 out of 10. Would buy.
Yeah.
I need to find fan pics immediately of Kratos in that cow suit.
It's gonna get some weird Rule 34 shit if you're not careful.
Well, just go to Rule 35 then. It'll be totally fine.
Perfect.
That's how it works.
Genius.
Yeah. I also got back into Odin Sphere Life-Thraser.
Ooh, good game.
The game is still a lot of fun. I finished the cute little bunny storyline, and now I'm playing the pretty little Tinkerbell fairy princess with a badass crossbow.
Game sounds immediately cool. Or less cool.
There's a picture of Kratos in a cow suit surrounded by milk. Very
Oh,
necessary.
good. Great.
Hey, I was just grabbing that one too. That's a great one.
I'll post
I
this
need
on
an
Twitter.
adult.
It's just going to be the picture, no context.
That's great. Yeah. And as written in the agenda, I started playing the new Celeste DLC, which finally came out.
Oh, so good. I love it.
Came out on 09/09/19. It is September 9th, 2019.
Yeah, the anniversary of the Sega Dreamcast no one bought.
Yeah, exactly. People super love the Dreamcast now that it's like cool to like it. Or whatever.
I'm still waiting for the 30-year anniversary of the 3DO.
Yeah, well,
Or no,
you
30,
know.
31st year, actually.
Yeah, the people will remember it then.
Yeah. It's next month, we might have to do a 3DO episode.
We don't though.
Celebrate the anniversary.
Nope.
Such an amazing console ahead of its time.
Audible sigh.
Admit it, Kevin. Admit it.
Nope.
So how was the Celeste DLC, Colin?
Quite challenging. There's a whole bunch of new mechanics that it introduces, like the floating jellyfish. They essentially act like parasols. Just hang on to them from the bottom and just float across long distances. You can actually use the mid-air dash to, well, you let go of the jellyfish, do the dash, grab back on, and then you can actually go back up a certain amount and then increase your distance.
It's really
So
cool. It brings in so many more mechanics than you would think it would.
Absolutely. And I've only gotten to the Silver Crystal Heart checkpoint, so I think there's still a lot more to do, so we'll have to see. I still
Joey, are you familiar with Celeste at all?
No, not at all.
So, Colin, just for Joey and our audience, maybe they're coming in for the first time, explain what Celeste is and why it's such a great game. It was, I think, the runner-up in my Game of the Year cast from 2018, actually.
Well, basically, you play as this young woman named Madeline, who's on a personal journey of sorts. She has decided she wants to climb Mount Celeste as just, I guess, again, sort of a personal, emotional journey. She's along the way dealing with some anxiety problems, and but the mountain itself has some magical elements to it, and it basically manifests her dark side as a physical representation, and then along the way she has to learn to embrace said dark side as part of herself.
Embrace the hate.
Huh.
Let him in.
Let me in.
Gameplay-wise, it plays a lot like Super Meat Boy, but there's a couple of mechanics that aren't in that one. You got the ability to like grab onto the walls and climb them a short distance, and of course, the main mechanic is the mid-air dash, where you just like press a button, and then when you point the analog stick a certain direction, you'll zip a short distance in that direction, whether it's up, diagonal, horizontal. It's like an 8-direction thing. And it gets pretty challenging at certain points. But it's very fun. The story's really good. I really like the characters, and it's got a nice little pixel art style to it. It's totally worth your money.
Yeah, it's only like $15-$20 too, with free DLC.
And it's on everything.
Yeah, it's $20 on Steam right now, so I might have to check it out.
Yeah, highly recommended.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the free DLC is we've been waiting for it since I think January, isn't that right?
Yeah. About when the 1-year anniversary of the game came about. The developers wanted to release it then, but then they had some unforeseen complications in the development process, so they had to postpone it.
Well, this is a good example of I would rather wait for the finished product than it rushed and be kind of busted in areas.
Yeah, it was the same deal with Cuphead. They had to put it off a year or two to completely perfect the animations, and that paid off quite handsomely, I would say.
Yeah, Cuphead's a really good game as well.
Never heard of it.
Well, I mean, someday, Kevin, you'll know the glory of Cuphead. Okay.
Maybe when they put it on Switch, maybe I'll play it religiously nonstop and talk about it every podcast or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It'll come to your realm someday.
Right.
And on a tangentially gaming-related note, I've been trying to buy the soundtrack for a Hat in Time. But the only legit places I can find it are Good Old Games, Steam, and Amazon. Problem is, on GOG and Steam, you can only download it if you already have the base copy of the game.
Oh, that sucks.
And on Amazon, you can only buy it if you have a US-based billing address and credit card from a US-based bank, which is total bullshit. I mean, how hard is it to put the damn thing on Bandcamp? Why does the process have to be so restrictive for those of us outside the States?
Because Canada.
Welcome to the land of the free, motherfucker, is why.
Maybe you should live in these United States of America.
If you don't like my rights, you can get the hell out. These colors don't run, bitch.
I'll make you bleed the color red. That's on the flag. Kevin, I think you and I played way too much of Metal Wolf Chaos.
Game was so great. I can't wait to talk about it.
So bad.
So awesome. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm also almost done Legend of Heroes.
Most generic name ever for a game.
That is Trails in the Sky.
That is a fact, Kevin. I agree.
Legend of Heroes Quest.
Yeah, it still doesn't really hook me. There's something about it that's not really jiving with me. Maybe
it couldn't be the bland title, could it?
It's bland title and bland everything else, really. I mean, the story itself, it's not very exciting. I mean, it's not, at the very least, it's not what you would want from a JRPG. It's just all this political conspiracy and shit. There's no, like, world-ending divine magic at play that you have to stop, which is a staple of JRPGs. It's like Yahtzee put it. A JRPG isn't a JRPG unless it involves teenagers using the power of friendship to kill God.
He ain't wrong.
Amen.
My man's ain't wrong.
Yeah, I guess just the way Legend of Heroes presents itself, it doesn't really jive with me. I mean, I'd probably be a lot more interested if it did the Phantasy Star thing and had like manga panel type cutscenes. But as it stands, it's just all these really long dialogue exchanges, and I don't know, it's not hooking me. I mean, I'm only finishing it because it was a friend recommendation. I want to be able to give my honest thoughts on the whole experience. But as it stands...
Sounds like you have plenty of honest thoughts on the experience. You're bored.
Well, I'm on the final chapter, so there's plenty of material to draw from as it is.
You know it's okay to stop playing games if you don't like them, right?
No, Kevin, you don't understand. If you don't beat the game, then your opinion doesn't matter.
Just
some games you just have to finish, okay?
Fake gamer
Even
guy.
if you hate it.
Yeah,
I just had that conversation with Jay on the Modern Cast because I like the game Control, and then he played it for like 2 hours, and he goes, "I'm not into this," and he stopped playing. I go, "That's fine. That's the game's fault. That's not yours."
Not every game is for everyone. Whoa, it's like they made 1 million of these things.
But you can criticize a game based on how much you play it. That's totally fine. You go, the first 2 hours of this was garbage. I'm not playing anymore. That's your opinion.
I mean, the only game you can't criticize is The Conduit because, like, it's better than Halo. So,
well, I mean, Kevin, we agree with facts here.
Right? Yeah. I mean, some things are just objective. Should all play The Conduit, by the way.
Well, Colin his brain couldn't physically handle The Conduit. It was just so good. He had to go outside and take a walk. It was just too much.
Cool. It is pretty good.
Keep in mind I was drunk.
That's the best way to play it. Good.
Everyone needs a Wii motion controller when you're slammed.
Yeah, that's never gone south ever.
Yeah.
So I did something. We're gonna move on here. We're running along. I did something that's unprecedented.
Uh-oh.
I bought an Xbox One controller.
Oh no.
Blasphemy!
I know. I got the Phantom White controller, so it's pretty sweet.
Why's it gotta be white? Racist.
You know, I wasn't thinking of how people would look at the controller in 2019. You're right. I apologize.
Yeah.
It was very insensitive of me to just get the white one. I should have
Dude,
gotten
never
the
apologize.
multicolored.
What a dick.
But yeah,
I have like a blue camouflage one. I mean, that's pretty cool.
But
But
then
you went
nobody
with
can
white.
see your pain.
I know, exactly. So they can't see me sucking.
So I got Game Pass for $1, and it's like $5 for the rest of the year. And Gears 5 came out. And
Oh, the look at the booty shooty?
Yeah.
look at the booty shooting. You got me with that one.
Hell yeah, man.
I got that from the Girlfriend Reviews YouTube channel. I am
So-
so using it from here on out.
That's really good.
So yeah, I got Game Pass, and I'm like, you know what? I got this thing. My Xbox 360 wired controller just isn't cutting it anymore. I gotta get an upgrade here.
Okay.
Yeah, and I renewed my little GameStop membership thing for like free points.
Well,
And
that's
then they
dumb.
And then, well, yeah, they're just closing like another 200 stores, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'll get the magazine for free at least.
Oh, cool. That non-biased magazine. Pretty good.
Yeah, everything, it's fine. They just review shitty games as an 8 out of 10. It's totally fine.
It's not like they have to sell them or anything. Like, they're owned by GameStop. Like,
So I was like, all right, get this controller. I got a cool little discount on it. It was only like $30 at the end of the day. And then, so I'm like, okay, I'll play Gears 5. It's getting good reviews. I'll give this a try. I haven't played it since the first Gears of War in college. And then I just couldn't get into 2, 3, and 4, especially 4. I hated 4. So I'm playing 5. And I go, okay.
what about Judgment?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm playing Judgment on the PS4. It's a detective game.
What about the Pop Figure mobile game?
Shut up, Kevin.
All right, fine.
So Gears 5, I'm very kind of 70-30 on it. Maybe 60-40 at this point. It's fine. It starts off with a lot of cutscenes. It's setting up its new version of the story. It takes place right after the first one, as one would imagine.
That's the tradition.
Yeah, it takes like 90 minutes, 2 hours for the game to finally get going through Act 1, and then Act 2 starts and you're in this like winter wonderland and you switch characters. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So you end up going to a facility callback from Gears of War 2. It's called New Hope. Okay? Joey, have you played Gears of War?
I played the first one. That's about it.
Yeah, okay. So you're the same boat as me. So it sets it up really well. There's a lot of tension. The music's great. I'm like hiding behind corners. I'm expecting things to pop out. Robots have been taken over by alien things, the locust things in the game. So I'm like, this is really cool. The scientist there was fucking crazy. He was experimenting on children. And before he died, he uploaded himself into the computer that was there. So he has this crazy AI. And so the girl, Kate, she's sent there to kind of unlock her past. She's been having like crazy premonition dreams and whatnot. And they're like, oh, go there and you'll get your answers. And you keep learning, lots of tension. It's really good. And then you finally get to the computer, right? And then it just goes, well, things happen. Self-destruct. Corrupted. We got corrupted files. Let's get out of here. I go, that's it? And it just moves on like nothing ever happened. The game just completely cuts off all that tension with no payoff. So I was pretty pissed with that. It was very
That's
disappointing.
Weird.
Yeah. And Act 2...
Maybe have you beaten the game? Maybe they call back to it later.
I don't... But the AI is destroyed, so we'll never know. I guess in the data he could be uploaded into that, and then they could start talking to him. I guess they could do that, but the time already passed for that moment, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was really poor, and apparently I'm not the only one that thinks like the way the game's handling its moments isn't good in any way. and the critic reviews seem to kind of gloss over a lot of that because it's an Xbox exclusive. You know?
Yeah.
And then it dawned on
PC.
me. What was that, Kevin?
It's on PC, though.
It is on PC. That's how I'm playing it, because I don't have an Xbox One.
Right.
Yeah. And then it dawned on me while I was playing it. I go, Gears of War is a lot like Resistance in a lot of ways. And then I was trying to think. I was like, when did the first Gears of War and Resistance come out? Like, I was trying to remember. I was like, did they come out at the same time? Were they a year apart from each other? I don't quite remember. Turns out, both those games came out in like a week of each other.
Huh.
In November of like 12 years ago. Or 10 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, I think it was 12, because Resistance was a launch title for the PS3.
Yeah, and Gears of War came out a week before it, or 6 days before it, something like that. So now I'm very curious, because I have Game Pass for the rest of the year, to play at least a good chunk of the first Gears of War again. And now that I have the Resistance trilogy, and I've never really completed any of them, I'm very curious to go back and kind of compare and contrast those two games against each other. It's very interesting how Gears became a huge franchise for the Xbox, while Resistance, as solid as it was, because PlayStation had just so many exclusives and so many properties that once Resistance kind of ran its course, they just kind of forgot about it and moved on.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, 3 was the last one.
Yeah.
Or no, Retribution on the PSP.
Oh, right. Yeah, that
oh, no, there's the Vita one, too. That's
that Burning Skies on the Vita, and everyone knows they love the Vita.
Right, Vita, best system.
I wonder if Burning Skies on the Vita was any good.
People said no, but from the one person I know that played it said it was a pretty solid shooter. Is it going to blow your mind? No, but it's a good shooter.
Might have to look into that. Yeah. So yeah, Gears, like, I still like Gears 5. I like it a whole hell of a lot more than Gears 4 right now. And I'm gonna continue playing it. There's just very obvious, Kevin, kind of like you playing Breath of the Wild. There are things you don't like about it and had issues with. I'm very much in that same realm of Gears 5.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, these two games came out 4 days apart from each other in 2006.
2006. Wow. Whoa, that's even more. Yeah. That's even more. That's even older than I thought.
It's like we're old now or something.
No, come on, Kevin. I'm a spry 51-year-old.
Yeah. Okay.
51, right? Joey, you're 52?
Sure, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that this week.
I've been kidnapped by old men. Help me.
All right, Kevin, you're last.
I'll make it speedy since we're running real long. Mega Man 04, beat that shit. Weakest one of the quad. Then I moved right into a little thing called Persona Q. Thank you.
Ooh.
It's okay. I'm not in love with it.
It's hard, right?
It's very hard. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Not bad as in like it's a bad game. I'm just like, wow, I feel like my attacks do absolutely nothing in this game. Very grindy. I'm still in the first dungeon, actually. Like, I can't go anywhere because I'm too weak and pathetic.
It's a tough game.
Yeah, I was not ready for how tough it was going to be.
The sequel, Persona Q2,
mm-hmm.
The first boss fight, the game just goes, I hope you know everything because we're not going to teach you shit. Here's a big boss battle, and it's going to last 40 minutes, and if you die, you have to do it all over again.
Yeah,
no.
This is way more grind heavy than like the Persona 4 or 5. So, I don't know if I'm about this, really.
You played Persona 4?
I played 4. I wanted to wait till I played 3 to play this, because it's like that crossover, but I just, time.
Persona 3 is still my favorite.
Yeah. I'm still limiting myself. I'm learning to limit myself to like one console game I'm playing, one handheld. Because if I do too much, I'm never beating anything.
The characters shoot themselves in the head to get superpowers.
Well, listen.
How awesome is that? Kitty, no.
Depending on who you're talking to, probably not.
Bad kitty.
Yeah. I don't know. It sounds cool, but yeah, I'm doing that. And then Borderlands 3 because, none of you said it and you're all wrong. So there.
I'm wrong?
You're not playing Borderlands 3.
Joey, you're wrong?
I'm not playing Borderlands 3 until it comes out on Steam.
Oh, you're one of those people that hates the Epic Game Store for some reason.
I don't hate it. I just hate where AAA titles are exclusive on PC.
Yeah,
because I have an exclusive game on it, Satisfactory, but that's an indie developer. I don't mind if they do it, but I mean, Borderlands 3 doesn't need to be exclusive, and they don't need to bring that shit to PC.
Man, it's just an icon. Just go click on the other icon.
But I don't want to reward that behavior.
It's a bunch of petty nonsense. Come on, kids, play along.
Joey's got standards. Like this guy.
I don't like exclusive games on PC. I just don't think it's worth it.
I don't think it even makes sense on PC because I'm just like, oh no, I have to move my mouse. Like on consoles, I get it. You gotta sell consoles, but like on PC, I'm just like, oh man, my hand's gotta go way over. Oh, click. Okay, man, that was a lot.
I mean, Epic Game, they're trying to build their base just on exclusive games and free games. They're not trying to improve on Steam, and they're leaving out a lot of things that Steam has. So I don't think they're trying to be better. They're just trying to get a slice of the pie without working hard.
I wish I was around when like Steam was just getting off the ground, because I kind of wonder if everyone's arguments were the same. But I gotta buy this client to play this game. Oh,
I was around that then. I wish I had more money because they had some amazing sales early on. Like you could buy like whole developer bundles and get like 70 games for like $100.
Hell yeah!
Oh.
I just remember being more confused by it than anything else, because when I got Half-Life for my birthday one year, or that is Half-Life 2, I remember thinking, why do I have to install this other program too?
Yeah, but then it started doing a lot of good for the community. But then they stopped worrying because no one else was challenging them.
Well, Valve's too complacent as it is, so you know what? If anything, competition breeds the best out of people, so maybe they'll get that.
Yeah, but it doesn't really seem like Epic is providing a lot of competition. They're just like, we're giving you guys free stuff.
I like free stuff. That's like the best thing.
Yeah, but that's all everyone likes about it.
That free.
It's just like JD says, he logs in, gets his free games, and doesn't play any of them.
Hey, I've played like 3 of them. I have 35, but I've played 3.
PlayStation gives me free games every month too, and I'll just queue them up. That's fun. I ain't gonna probably touch some of them, but if I want to, they're there.
Yeah, Batman Arkham Knight is now free, so...
I already had that, unfortunately. But Darksiders 3 was free.
Yeah, I have Darksiders 2 and 3 now, and...
You should play them.
Maybe I should play one of these.
I heard 3 was, like, okay at most.
I hated 3. I've already played it.
All right. We'll settle that. Yeah.
Well, I didn't hate it. I just thought it was boring.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Borderlands is... I won't go too far on it because I'm still learning. I've only played like an hour, but it's definitely more Borderlands. And I was looking for nothing else beyond that, so that's fine.
That's what I'm hoping for. I love Borderlands series. It's one of my favorite series.
If they just kept making, like, if they were like, it's just 2 DLC, I'd been like, 2 DLC sounds great. Let's keep going. So
I even like the pre-sequel. I like that a lot.
I thought that was fine. Everyone shit on it. I get it wasn't as good as 2, but if it came out before 2, people would have been like, this is great.
Yeah, it was just a fun little game, especially playing as Claptrap, which a lot of people hated, but
I
had the most fun with Claptrap. I had liked how his ultimate was just random if you selected all of them.
My friend hated it because we were playing together. I'm like, hey, I know you're doing really good. How would you like it if you were a Gunzerker right now? It's like, please don't. Oh, we are, though.
I just like the random ones that are useless. You're like, looks like I'm not doing anything this fight.
I'm a rubber duck now. Whee! I hate the new Claptrap voice, though, I gotta say. I don't like him.
Yeah,
it's not as annoying, but it sounds like somebody just like turned down his pitch enough, but like it's still him. I know it's a new guy, but I'm like, it sounds the same, just like down a couple pitches, so it's annoying.
Yeah, I think it's stupid that they just didn't want to pay him.
Well, they did and didn't. The guy kind of like, hey, I'll do Claptrap's voice, and then when he was like, oh, okay, can you pay me now? No. Well, then I'm not going to do it. Jeez.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I think I want to be paid if someone used my voice, even if I was developing for the game. Like, just throw them a couple extra bucks.
So can I please get paid now? No. What are you, some kind of employee?
We already pay you to develop. This is part of it. Don't worry.
Get out of here, nerd. So they tried, but yeah, I'm enjoying the game. I don't have too much to say because I just haven't played enough of it yet. I'm still working on that. And yeah, so let's move on.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. My money's being allocated to things like Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening remake this month. So
I had to
pass on Borderlands 3.
Well, terrible decision. What's a Zelda? What if Zelda was a grill?
A grill?
Yeah, what if Zelda was a grill?
I mean, they kind of do that sometimes with the whole cooking
Whoa.
mechanics added in.
Whoa.
Legend of Zelda: The Grill.
Oh, whoa.
Cooking
All right,
Mama edition.
I was going to say Cooking Mama cross Zelda. Let's go.
Or no,
Do it,
better
Nintendo.
yet, Overcooked and Zelda.
Hell yeah. Oh, which reminds me, we got to finish Overcooked. We got to do that.
The first one or second one?
I forgot the second one existed, so the first one.
Yeah, I played the hell out of the second one. That was fun.
Hell yeah.
Really
So-
made my brain think in different ways. Playing
Well,
that
me and
game
Tina-
single player is ridiculously tough.
Yeah, me and Tina got far in the first one, then we just stopped, but maybe we'll get back to it. We're in the middle of Detroit right now, too. Detroit's cool.
Oh yeah, so you haven't finished that yet?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're working on it.
we got
I've killed
to
Connor,
keep that in the
2 or 3 times.
back of the mind for when you finish.
I've killed Connor 2 or 3 times by now, so he just keeps coming back. It's
Well, he's a robot, so it's fine.
whatever. I just want him to come back as a claptrap. Be like, "Hello, detective."
My wires got crossed.
I love old claptrap. Come back, old claptrap.
All right, let me play the drop you guys can't hear, but the audience can.
Okay, all right. I'm
we
gonna
can
just
move on.
guess what you've played.
Ooh, I like the guessing game. We can do that. Here we go. Okay.
It was
Any-
Duke Nukem when he picks up a turd and goes, "Hell yeah!"
Oh my god, I gotta get Duke Nukem drops now that you mention it out loud.
You're welcome. I contribute to this podcast.
My god, just like 3 straight catchphrases in a 10-second drop. That'd be great.
Hail to the king, baby. I'm getting divorced.
Does he say that?
baby.
I don't know.
That sounds like something he would say.
He should say it now.
All of my games have failed.
Duke Nukem forever. Never.
Do we own any? I know I own one Duke Nukem game. Do you guys own any?
I played 3D growing up.
I have 3D on PS3.
I own the secret level in Doom 2.
Let's see. I think I have Duke Nukem 64 on the N64, and then I'm pretty sure I have Land of the Babes on the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I have 2 of the PlayStation ones. I forgot about that.
Oh my god, can we do a Duke Nukem themed cast?
Maybe.
I think we might go crazy though, just
You
constantly.
couldn't even follow the rules of the Bond podcast, so who knows?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I played Nightfire, but I played the console one. I specifically asked you to play the bad one.
I played both, Kevin. Thank you.
Also, Nightfire wasn't that great once I played it. Anyway, moving on.
Well, yeah, just really quick. Those car levels are bad.
Yeah, they were very bad.
Okay, some topics. Colin, you wanted to bring up the UK Parliament saying that EA is a bunch of scumbags?
Great news story. Moving on.
Yeah, it's not really adding anything that we don't already know, but it's nice to see that things are becoming more and more official as far as investigations are concerned into the effects of simulated gambling that is loot boxes in video games being taken more seriously.
No, it's fine. You can get 3-year-olds a credit card and buy things in a game. It's fine. It's for everybody.
Nice.
But how's it different than card games? I mean, when you buy Pokemon cards, you're kind of just gambling to what you get.
Because video
but with
games are
Pokemon
only for
cards, you don't-
children.
With Pokemon cards, you don't have to pay like $60 up front for the privilege of buying more Pokemon cards.
Yeah, well, some generations get thrown out, so you have to get the new generation if you want to be competitive. So they have that element.
Well, that is how you keep the game fresh. So
But
there's
I
that
know
at least.
a friend who buys a bunch of boxes right when they get, because they have pre-release parties for Pokemon cards. So some people get cards before they come out, and he buys a couple boxes and then sells cards for a lot of money before they officially come out.
Oh. Huh.
Because he's like, there's a 2-week window where people pay extra before they can get their hands on the cards themselves. Like, you do you, I guess.
That sounds weird.
Feed that addiction.
I don't know. My friend's a professional Pokemon card streamer, so
Is he?
He's a Twitch partner, and he makes YouTube videos for a living. So
Wow.
technically, yes.
Huh. What do you know?
Yeah.
The more you know.
Also, your hutting is really loud. It's piercing my eardrums. You must be very close to your mic.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, it's right next to me.
Yeah.
It's in my.
Turn it down.
That's right. It's centimeters away.
Oh, cool. ASMR podcast. Sweet.
I hate ASMR.
I hate the intentional stuff because it's creepy.
I hate the lip smacking and all that.
Yeah.
I just can't handle it.
That stuff is weird, but like if it's unintentional, I'm into it, if that makes sense. I don't want someone like whispering and touching me. I'm like, stop it. It's weird.
And I hate that Sprite commercial that tried to do it. Or
Oh,
was
no,
it a beer commercial?
Miller Lite, I
Yeah,
think.
no, just stop. Just stop.
They got on that trend like 2 years too late, so.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Nintendo had a direct for September. Banjo-Kazooie came out in Smash officially. Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury is coming.
Did you see how pissed people were about that, by the way?
About what?
Terry Bogard?
People were mad about Terry Bogard being in the game?
The younger generations are like, who is this stupid boomer-ass fighting game character? He's not even like a Nintendo guy. I'm like, oh, you all suck.
But you have Ryu from Street Fighter, and that's not a problem.
Shut up, man. You don't understand. Who
He's a
cares
classic,
about
okay?
this boomer-ass fighting game? Apparently, boomer is just a term for old people now, I guess. Like, nobody uses it right anymore.
Even though we're not baby boomers.
Yeah, really.
Shut up. What do you know?
That my parents are baby boomers.
Sure, whatever, nerds.
I'm okay with Terry Bogard being in there. He's cool. I like him more than Ryu.
Cool.
So they're
I
angry
like
about
Ryu.
that, but Mr. Game & Watch, which he's from like forever ago, is okay.
Listen, Rob made it in there, all right? Somebody let Rob be a character.
Deadly Premonition 2 was announced.
Gross. Move on. No, it's
SNES.
a prequel, isn't it?
I don't know.
All right, good. It's not worth mentioning anyway.
Yeah, it's
What is that guy's face?
It's really not.
Deadly Premonition is a game that exists. Kevin from RedLeafRetrocast. There you go. There's my
His
review.
face does not look human.
The game's not human.
To be fair, no, that's an accurate statement. That game is weird. My coffee's telling me about the clues I need. What do you think about this, Zach?
Stands there blank faced for a while.
Yes,
Hey, maybe we
of
should get in the
course.
car and go to the hotel.
We should go to the car and get to the hotel.
You didn't answer my question.
Hurry up, Zach.
Yeah, that is the game, actually. That's the whole thing. All right, SNES Online is coming to Switch Online, if that makes sense. So instead of making a virtual console where we can buy games, they decided to come out with the SNES games for a subscription service.
Cool. Did you also hear how they're not releasing them monthly anymore?
Yeah, they're just going to stop doing that now. So you're just going to have these two base models. And it's a lot of the SNES Online games I noticed is a lot of the SNES mini games.
Can't wait to only have those games because Nintendo doesn't know how to update those libraries ever.
Yeah,
good luck.
I'm not a fan of this at all.
Yeah,
I mean, I was
just-
playing Breath of Fire, the first one. I was like, oh, okay, I could play that one now. And like, I don't like all these abbreviations in this game.
Like I said, the GBA one does not get any better, which I thought it would. I was pretty upset with that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Epic Game Store. Why upgrade your system when you can just keep releasing weird things?
More money, more problems.
But it's not more money. It's just $20 for a year instead of me buying like 10 retro games for $4 each.
More
Which
money,
one do you
more
think
problems.
makes more money?
Honestly, probably the subscription.
Well, I suppose.
Because people
But-
put out a credit card and forget about it.
It's true.
And they go, shit.
That is a factual statement.
That's how the internet
But why
works.
not both?
That's
That's not hard.
because Nintendo doesn't understand the internet. Next.
Nah, you're right. All right.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen this Ring Fit device for the Switch?
I definitely saw it.
I have not.
Oh my God.
Handles to do yoga with? I don't understand why.
It's like a steering wheel to do yoga.
But if the steering wheel was like an 18-wheeler steering wheel,
it looks pretty big. But like, can you actually play racing games with it?
you could bow and arrow games with it.
Okay.
You can have a strap that puts the controller on your thigh.
Is it literally just a rubber? It looks just rubber.
Now, let's assume that this thing is a piece of plastic that is used only by the Joy-Con for any kind of technology, right? So we can estimate their prices at $80.
It's got the Ring Fit Adventure attached to it. It is $80, $100 Canadian.
Get wrecked! I swear I didn't know that.
Well, it's kind of the standard
that comes
for
with the
Nintendo,
game,
right?
I don't know if you can buy it separate without the game.
Why would I buy it without the game? What else am I going to do with it?
I don't know.
Also, why would I buy it?
Because you want to get super fit like me and Colin over here.
Ooh,
Whoa.
there's a leg strap that's included.
A leg strap, you say?
Oh, that changes everything.
Whoa. I can cut off 2 arteries now.
So you've also been watching Baki the Grappler.
Nope.
So one of the controllers goes on the ring, the other one goes to your leg.
I hate this.
I'm gonna pre-order this right now.
This is worse than Labo.
Yeah, I really did think Labo was going to take off much more than it did, but I guess people didn't want to build things.
That's because you're an idiot.
Well, I mean, it was just a statement. I thought it would do way better than the PSVR, but it turned out to not.
Well, look, I shit on VR, but come on, at least that has some like effect of not being cardboard.
It's true. It also has Borderlands 2 in VR.
It does have Borderlands 2, which makes it better by default, actually.
That is also a factual statement.
Yeah.
Everything in VR is by default better.
Yeah, see, now we took it too far again. See, look what you did. You were doing
Final
so
Fantasy... Well. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped one. Project Resistance is revealed as a team-based Resident Evil game.
Left for Resident Evil. Got it.
Is it going to be like
Makes
level-based? Or is it going to be like open world, you go to missions?
I don't know if it's going to be like The Division, but I have a feeling it's going to be like Rainbow Six.
So here's the thing. They already did this, and everyone seems to have forgotten. Like, not Outbreak. Everyone's comparing it to Outbreak, but remember they did, like, Operation Raccoon City, which was bad?
I remember, and it was awful, atrocious, and now they're trying to do it again as a live service game. That is clearly where they're heading, and it's not going to work.
But they also did it again with, what was it, Umbrella Corps or something?
Oh, they did.
And that was also bad. And for some reason, everyone's like, "This is going to be great." I'm like, "Yo, they tried this twice and it was bad. Why are we all excited this time?"
But Kevin, it's a live service model this time, so therefore it's going to be good.
Umbrella Corps wasn't even that old. That was only 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But you come on, you're back in like 2016. You need to get in 2019.
Oh, cool. So it'll be bad, but 3 years newer.
Hey, get your negative Nancy out of here, okay?
Sorry, the 3D.
Just because you're gonna be right, Kevin, doesn't need you need to speak of those things on air, okay?
Feels over reals.
Yeah. You know, speaking of which, on Twitter, people have been like hate DMing me and tagging me in things because if you say anything that's true and people don't want to hear it, all of a sudden you are now regarded as antiquated opinions.
I don't need facts. I have feelings, JD.
That is you're accurate, Kevin.
Why should your facts discount my feelings?
Right? Yeah.
Because facts don't care about them.
Yeah, because I said Project Resistance is going to be a shitty game that no one's going to play. And I was like, "Oh, you're not even giving it a chance." Like, we gave it a chance already. Why would this one be different? And apparently, now it's 2 chances.
I mean, if it goes open world where you have to go mission to mission, that could be good, but I don't think they're doing that.
Well, we have that already. It's called The Division.
Sweet.
Yeah. I don't see how a team-based horror game is going to work. You're just going to be like, look at the monster. Wait, Gears of War 5 is co-op, team-based. That's mission-based.
Nice.
Okay, all right. Final Fantasy VII Remake will have a turn-based classic mode option that plays like the original.
That just sounds terrible to me.
Well, you can play it like Final Fantasy 15, and it's going to also have this turn-based. I love this, actually.
Now the game's good.
I hate turn-based.
I love turn-based.
Well, then
Get this
you
guy
don't
off
have
the
to play it that way.
podcast. It's almost like they've made it for many people to play.
They've made it for both kinds of people, the new fans and the old.
Yep.
But
You
fuck
play it
anyone
way?
that doesn't like what I like.
No. Fuck you for liking it.
Oh, damn it. No, you.
So are we all getting Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Nope.
Yes.
Joey?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Boo.
So just me
I
and
might
Colin.
get it.
My rule on remakes is like if I've already played the game or I have it, like alright, let's even better, 8. So I have Final Fantasy 8 and I know there's like a remaster one. I'm not gonna go buy it again. Just cause, you know.
I'm always 50-50 on remakes.
Yeah.
If the game is so vastly different than the original, then yeah. So I think
Like
the best
Link's
example,
Awakening.
Link's Awakening and Resident Evil 2 Remake, those two are vastly different from the original, just because so much time has passed and what consoles they were out on at the time. But if it's like the Spyro Reignited trilogy, right? I still have those original 3. I even have the first one on the PSN store on my PS3 and Vita. Yeah. So I was like, it's the same game still. It's just quote unquote remastered. It's not an actual remake.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm good with not getting Final Fantasy VII Remake. I know everyone around me will be playing, and I'll go, it's still the same story, so I'm not missing much to me.
But don't you want to get the first class edition for $330?
Oh my God, that doesn't exist.
I mostly just want to see Cloud cross-dress in HD. But after that, I'm good.
Kevin, I think we're on the same page.
Really, I could just watch it on YouTube.
Is it? I mean, I'm not against remakes because I've already pre-purchased the remake for Warcraft 3, but I don't know if I could buy a $60 remake of a game.
What if I told you there's pre-order bonuses?
I hate
Does it involve a figure of cross-dressing Cloud?
Do you want it to have that?
Because
I think a lot of people want that.
If it does, I think you
want
might
that.
take my money.
I'm not judging you. I just want to know.
All right, so Colin, are you going to play it in classic mode or the Final Fantasy 15 way?
Probably the FF15 way. I just like the action way of doing things more.
Okay.
But if I ever feel the itch for nostalgia, I can always switch over to the turn-based. Unless that's not a thing you can do on the fly. I don't know.
Ooh, that is a thought, yeah. Because I was thinking about switching between the two for certain sections.
Yeah.
I would assume it. Well, I don't know.
This time around, it seems like it'll be emphasizing more of a love triangle thing going on, as the trailer indicated.
Ooh, you know what else I hope nobody does? I hope they don't let Aerith live. Because
You cut out there.
Oh, sorry. I hope they don't let Aerith live.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Because everyone's like, in the remake, she's gonna live. I'm like, the whole point of the story was that she dies. Like, you would change the whole game just because you want your little
Kevin, I can't believe you spoiled that for people.
I know.
I can't believe you.
Sorry. But sorry you want your waifu fantasy, but like, she needs to die. Like, that's the point of the game. So, who knows?
I'm definitely leaning towards classic mode myself. Virtual On is coming to the PS4 in the form of Cyber Troopers Virtual On Masterpiece, 1995 to 2001. Yes, that is the entire title.
I was going to say, can you add more words to that title, please?
So it's going to consist
That's so
of
metal.
It's going to consist of the 3 games: Cyber Troopers Virtual On from 1995, Virtual On Oratorio Tangram. That's the Sega Saturn game, and Virtual On Force, which I believe is the Dreamcast game. No confirmed Western release, though, so sad face.
If only like systems were like region free or something.
Yeah, Shame they're not, though.
No. It's really for the consumer if you think about it. We're protecting you.
You're protecting me from the scary Japanese letters.
You wouldn't want those foreigners to get in our games now, would you?
Oh boy.
Now here, please play this Nintendo.
All right. Let's move on to our theme finally. This has been going quite a while.
Wait, did anybody see Death Stranding's gameplay?
Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus, yes.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh boy.
So we all gonna pee in the same spot? That's the
Mark my territory in the game?
That's literally the only thing I know about the game, is that Kojima's like, yeah, if y'all pee in the same spot, something cool happens. What spot and what happens? Oh. You just will. Why not?
Fair enough.
Buy my game, I'm Kojima.
I pre-ordered Death Stranding, and my mom is going to watch the stream of me playing this game because I was describing it to her, and she just goes, "That sounds ridiculous. I must see what this is."
Wait, you were able to describe what that game is? Because I'm pretty sure Kojima doesn't know what that game is.
I was just describing what the trailers consisted of, and she just goes, "I'm in."
All right.
High-tech raincoats.
There is a movie mode. There is a movie mode in the game apparently where you can just see the cutscenes or something, or play the game out.
That's weird.
I think it's just super easy mode.
Is it just like a Survivor type game with aliens?
Maybe. Who knows?
Interdimensional aliens with a fetus and acid rain.
Buy it. I'm Kojima, motherfucker.
Well, yeah.
Big ink monsters.
Yeah, okay.
That's a word for penis, right? Ink monster, yes.
You have fun with that one, JD, and let me know how bad it is.
It's Kojima. He's never made a bad game.
Doubt.
Okay. Here we go. Theme time.
Theme time. It's Sonic and Tails kissing. Got it.
Actually, it was Mega Man 2, just for you, Kevin.
Oh, yay. That's way better.
This is way better than Sonic and Tails kissing.
Are him and Zero kissing?
But can we get Sonic's and Tails kissing?
I just want it for a friend.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
All right, so our theme finally is here. We've got 4 games to go through. It's Kevin's theme. What is it, and what's the first game?
Oh, I'm jumping right into this, aren't I?
You are.
The theme is parody games, which are games that pretty much make fun of other games. And upon picking this topic, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So the first game, I gotta read, my computer's far away from me now, is Clay Fighter 2 Judgement Clay, which, by the way, has almost like nothing to do with Terminator, I learned. Like at all.
You would be correct.
Yeah, so I went by the name alone, but it's a what do you call this art style? It is a parody. It's a claymation fighting game. The story only about an hour long. The theme of the game is based around Terminator 2 Judgment Day, because T2, C2. Come on, guys, it writes itself, right? Come on. You have a whole bunch of characters. You got Jack Frost, Rainbow Rabbit. There's that big, what's his name? Spooky Pumpkin Man. Oh, I forgot. I don't know, but they all have stupid names. And like as a fighting game, it's...
Hey, you really glossed over the half man, half banana, all terrible character.
I forgot
There's
his
a
name.
kangaroo too.
There's a kangaroo.
There's a
giant
boxing kangaroo. There's a blob. I guess that's supposed to be making fun of Gak from the 90s.
So here's the thing. Blob is also in the first game, and he's the best character by far. Because he has like this crazy buzzsaw move that chip damages through anybody. And he's the only character you should really be. And I think if I remember right, the game's most notable for like the voice samples it used. Very clean, crisp voice samples for the fighting. I don't know if you must have noticed. I can't see why you wouldn't.
I couldn't understand what Bad Mr. Frosty was saying.
Not him, the announcer mostly.
Fair enough.
He was a snowman. He didn't have to say things other than "Grr, I'm cold."
I think he was saying ice bag, but sometimes it sounded like ice back.
Ice back. I respect is what he said actually. So yeah, I mean,
He did have a backwards baseball cap on, so
he did, which means he's 90s as fuck. So
yeah, means he's also
Hell
a cool
yeah.
cat.
yeah, that's
Despite
true.
being a snowman, he was a cool cat.
Well, it's like a cool snowman because snow. Anyway, I don't know. It's a pretty decent fighting game. I'm not gonna go back and play it anytime soon. At least single player. It might be good to like get drunk and play with a friend, but there's many other fighting games you can play in the Super Nintendo Genesis around this time. So I don't know what you guys thought.
Honestly, I've never played a Clay Fighter game up to now, so it's new territory for me.
I'm right there
I know
with you, Colin.
I know it's supposed to be a parody of Street Fighter. Although I do remember being curious about the first game as a kid, because
It's got a cool theme song.
whenever I saw the Super Nintendo cover for the game, just seeing the character Taffy being tortured by one of the other characters, like I think it was Tiny, he's like stretching him out really hard.
Yes, the generic WWF wrestler
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
taking
The
on
doofy
Gumby.
face. Yeah. Yeah, I played this one for like maybe 10 minutes. Couldn't, for the life of me, get any special attacks to activate.
Well,
you
if
should
you
have-
just do Street Fighter inputs.
Yeah, exactly. It's all
I
the Street Fighter
tried to.
buttons.
Nothing happened.
I couldn't get it off, and I was fighting Bad Mr. Frosty, and he was doing it like every attack. It was not fun.
Although I did like playing as Blob, because he actually morphs into various objects and body parts to do his attacks. Like he'll do a karate chop in the shape of a human hand, or a kick attack transform into a boot. It's at least visually entertaining.
It's a visually weird game. There is I can't not talk about this game without mentioning the giant baby with a mace, aka its rattle with spikes.
Yeah.
Sounds par for the course. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the extreme 90s synthesizer music all the time.
Sounds fine.
The goo sploosh sound effects on the title screens, very 90s.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I looked up what like the first game was. It was none of those things. They just went, you know what? We're deep into the 90s now. Whole 1995. We got to get more sploosh sounds.
Obviously. There's only a limited supply in the world, so.
Yeah, the
And
levels
did you
were
guys
very
ever
busy.
notice the stages in this game?
Yeah, they were super busy. Like what? Why? There's one where there's like a snake that crawls across the ground for no reason.
Yeah, that's not the end of it. The stage that the giant baby, you know, because Street Fighter, you would go to Blanca's stage and he's in the Amazon, and you get the idea there. Well, the giant baby stage consisted of you're in like the hood of New York City or something, and there's other giant babies around with like other weapons, and it's almost like they're in a rough gang.
I
would
believe
fuck
it's
them.
crack baby fighting.
Crack baby fighting.
Oh, jeez.
Ahead of its
Cartman
time.
started a league.
The giant, yeah. What is it? What was the giant baby's name? Like Goo or something?
Goo Goo.
Goo Goo, yeah. Goo Goo was running the Crack Baby League in the hood. But they can't say that because that wasn't PC even in the 90s.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know that's what they were going for. And then the kangaroo stage, because I thought the boxing kangaroo was as generic of a fighter you could get. It consisted of a boxing ring, and there's just these giant like still shots that were kind of moving left to right of other gangster mob animals.
That scene was just too much for me. Like it's so distracting.
Yeah, it was very weird. But that's not the end of the weirdness. There was no grab moves or throws.
Why would there be?
Yeah, this is very early on. I mean, were there in fighting games back then?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
apparently
were.
there was in the first game of Clay Fighter
okay.
as well.
Well, this one felt like it was just a reskinning, and they just quickly threw things together. It didn't really feel like they put a lot of effort into this.
Why would they?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no boss fight in this game at all.
The whole game was a boss fight.
Well, I mean, it was
Yeah.
very difficult, but I'm saying like there was no N Bison or anything. You know, it was just a doppelganger.
Yeah,
you
the
got
evil
to.
twin.
Yeah. that's lame. But yeah, at the end of the day, this reminded me a lot of kind of Eternal Champions. It was a fighting game that exists and not inspiring.
Yeah,
It exists.
I really didn't like the clock. It was just, you just had to guess how much time you had left.
You had enough.
I know, I died way too fast for it to even matter.
I died so fast the clock didn't even matter, but it was dumb. I knew enough that it was dumb.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've never heard of Interplay Productions. We might
They've made so many games.
We might have
We've
covered something that they've done in the past, but I don't remember if that's the case.
They published Descent.
Did they? Okay.
Yes.
But they didn't develop Descent.
Nope, that was Parallax Software.
Okay.
All names I remember.
Mr. Knowledge over there, Colin. Like it.
I fucking love Descent. What can I say?
Yeah. So this came out on the SNES. It's
Actually,
it goes for about...
wait. They also did the original Fallout games. Interplay, I mean.
They
Did
did
they?
the Bard's Tale.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, why wasn't this game a good one like those?
Because you can't always have a winner, you know?
But yeah, this game goes for about $10. Is it worth it, guys?
No, I gotta fail it.
5.
Okay.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah. We all fail it.
All right.
All right.
The game exists.
All right. Kevin, second game.
I don't want to read. Fine. Let me scroll, other way mouse. We have Parodius From Myth to Laughter. That's a dumb name. I'm just going to call it Parodius. Oh, that's worse. Anyway, it was developed and published by Konami, released April 25th, 1990, and ported later to everything.
The Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and TurboGrafx.
Everything. But it's literally Konami parodying their own franchise, which is weird, by the way. They just decided to make fun of their own Gradius series.
Yeah. I'm so glad they did.
Yeah, side-scrolling shooter, very cute. Honestly, the thing is, it wasn't holding my attention that much. It was kind of just a pretty okay shooter. I don't know. It's fine. It's hard. I'll give that out of sneeze. But it's very totally like all. Thank you, German. But there's a lot of cute stuff flying around the screen. Sure, whatever. But the big thing about this was collecting bells, and just what did the bells even do? They yell at Japanese enemies. Is that what you wrote? Is that what it was supposed to be doing?
So when you collected just like in Twinbee, if you knock the bells, change the color, and collect them, eventually you get a power up of collecting the bells, and Japanese words come across in front of the ship that you've chosen, and that's how you destroy the enemies with Japanese words.
I wasn't sure what they were doing.
It was like having a sword that was just words, and it just clears out enemies. It's weird.
It was awesome.
Super weird. Yeah, the enemy choices in this game are weird. You get animal heads, naked women, and lots of rainbow colors absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
So, it's cute to look at. It's fun. It's just like, it's not a bad game. I'm just like, okay, I get it. You're cute. Just hang out over there. You're not worth the money. I said it.
What ship did everyone choose?
I chose the octopus.
What? I tried octopus and then I tried something else.
So you could be Vic Viper, that's the Gradius ship, an octopus, the ship from Twinbee, or Pentaro, who's an actual penguin.
I want it to be the penguin.
Yeah, you gotta unlock the penguin. I totally inputted that cheat code immediately.
Oh, I didn't realize there were cheats. I kind of went with the Vic Viper and then I went with the octopus.
Yeah, I inputted all the cheat codes I did. Konami code does work.
Of course.
Of course it does.
Yeah, and that's how I was able to defeat this game.
Oh, you cheated, right? JD's a dirty cheater.
Hey, the Konami code is not cheating. It just gives you more lives.
Yeah, no, that's totally different.
It is different. It's totally legal.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
I loved this game. I loved all the colors. It was like I was looking at a physical video game form of tricks on my screen a lot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I liked all the stages. You had a pirate ship stage thing with a cat head that was on pirate ships. You had a graveyard. Mm-hmm. You get to a circus level, which was really fun. Come on, man. There was a naked, like, mermaid woman that you fight for reasons.
Yeah. Reasons.
Yeah, all the reasons make sense, too, I swear.
I don't know. The game's just a little too busy for me. It wasn't bad, but I just don't think I could play it long term. The music, all the lights, it was just busy.
Yeah.
The music was totally absurd. It was dun 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 dun.
Yeah. and then with the shooting sound on top of it, it just became noise.
It was a lot of noise. You're not wrong.
Hold on, noise. That's how
Noise
I felt the whole
decibel.
time. Noise a decibel.
Decibel. I had a lot of fun with this game. I played the TurboGrafx 16 version. That's what I did. And it was...
Of course you did.
Well, yeah. What is the PC Engine known for? Shooters. And I was like, I gotta get this game for the... Well...
Being expensive.
I only paid $30 for it.
Oh. It being expensive.
It was not expensive.
I know what I said.
Colin, we haven't heard your thoughts on Parodius Da.
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 I don't have much to say. I mean, or at least that you guys haven't already said. Like the whole twin B mechanic, and it's basically just Gradius with a more humorous coat of paint. I mean, I noticed there were quite a few frame rate drops whenever there were a lot of enemies on screen, but I was
Can't
playing
handle the loss.
NES.
Which version did you play? The NES?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Yeah.
Look at my elitist ass over here.
Huh.
Would you play, Kevin, the Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no frame drops in the, at least not that I know of, in the SNES or the Turbo version.
I guess I just give it a soft pass, really. I had fun when I played it, but I might not go out of my way to play it again.
Yeah, it's a good game, but it's not like I must play this again. You know, I'll pop it on just to screw around with it, but...
Well, so this is the second game. It's not actually the original Parodius game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was like an arcade cabinet, wasn't it?
Yes. And the first game, I think it also came out on the MSX computer, Japanese computer or something. Same
we
thing
all
as like
have
Metal
that
Gear.
one.
But yeah, I clocked in around 5 hours of this before I finally beat it.
Oh, you really liked it.
I really liked this game. It was quite fun.
Who would have guessed you like this game?
Well, it was your pick, Kevin, so...
I'm just saying, I knew you were gonna like it. Jeez,
Okay.
I'm just saying, I know your body.
You know... Ooh. Can't wait till you take me to the beach next weekend.
You keep saying that, but I don't know how to do it in times to tell you. I don't think I get to go, but okay.
All the fun we could have together for $20.
Oh, the wrestling, right? Yeah.
Oh, there will be
Fanfictions are already
wrestling.
being written.
Yeah.
So I passed this game easily, if you couldn't guess.
I like it. Pass.
I'm on
Joey?
the fence. I guess if you can find it for cheap, pass, but I don't think it's worth $30.
All right, fair enough. My turn, my game.
Oh, geez, you're so loud.
Well, I went up an octane in my vocal cords.
Whoa.
Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti came out on the Famicom. Runs for about $20. Yeah, just get a repro cart. Developer is Now Production. Ever heard of them? Yeah, me neither. Published by
Right
Namco.
now.
Released in Japan July 31st, 1989. The game's about an hour and a half. It's a parody of Splatterhouse, if you couldn't guess, obviously. It's a real easy and simple side platformer beat-em-up thing with health everywhere, so you won't die, like, really at all. You have quirky bosses, like the first one is a vampire Michael Jackson.
What?
Yeah. Where,
He
it's
does the thriller dance.
Yeah, the first level, they did like a thriller dance before they started attacking you?
Correct. And most of the bosses are kind of like that, or spoofs off like other horror enemies. The game starts out with Jennifer. That's the girl. She's sad Rick died. You are Rick, by the way. But
Super
lightning
upset.
strikes, reviving him, and Pumpkinhead,
As tradition.
as tradition. Jennifer is then kidnapped, as tradition.
Yep.
And as the lightning strikes, she of course has to hold down her skirt.
Well, you don't want to be upskirted as you're getting hit by lightning.
Very
It's like
important.
super inconvenient after you're already like dying.
Yeah. Probably the thing you can take away from this game the most is there's an experience bar when you kill enemies, and it makes you stronger, aka you get more health. The downside is it resets once you die.
That's pointless, alright.
Yeah. So you get all these upgrades to get to boss battles, and if you have trouble with one and you die, you might as well kind of grind for a while and get that back. I found this game super easy, and did beat it in the allotted time. What did everyone else think?
Allotted time?
Yeah, the hour and a half. That's how long it took to beat.
Gotcha.
I don't think it was super easy. There's times that one hit led to like 4 hits before you could even like get away from things. So it's super unforgiving.
Yeah, you would get stun locked in certain places. Yes.
But besides that, this was the favorite game of the 4 that we picked for this week. So I liked it a lot. I think with practice it probably would get super easy, but just coming fresh, that stun lock was kind of annoying.
Well, we played Splatterhouse, I believe, fairly recently, or at least on the cast before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was pretty familiar with the controls, and it's really just wait for the enemy. You take a few steps forward, wait for the enemy to come to you, hit them, then you just do that motion, and you could do that motion the entire game, and you'd be totally fine. I think the toughest boss battle was you're in a room with like books flying at you.
Yeah, that was hard for me. That and the knives when the chickens were popping out of the oven.
Yeah, yeah. You just got to get the pattern down. As simple as that sounds, the knives, you got to hit them in the air. That's the trick. So everything has just that one trick to knock back the item, and then that will prevent you from getting stun locked, and you will rarely even take a hit.
Yeah, it feels like it would be a game that gets really easy if you just play it a lot.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It's a good game. I like how cute it was.
It was adorable. Everyone's in chibi form.
Yeah, it's got the
thing
ghosts
you want
and
from the horror
goblins,
game.
spooky imagery.
It has some spoopy stuff. Yeah, indeed.
It's as spoopy, yes, Colin, in this instance.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this was a thing in the or I can't remember if it was a thing in the original Splatterhouse, but I like that there's a level up system where you kill a number of enemies, as indicated in the top left corner of the screen, you increase your max health.
Yeah.
And I liked that mechanic.
Yeah, I don't think that was a thing in the original Splatterhouse.
But it was super fun here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish more platformers or beat-em-ups would do that. Could you imagine that mechanic in, say, a Streets of Rage, or especially fucking Final Fight?
Yes.
That would have been useful. Double Dragon did it, kind of.
Did they?
Well, the more you played, you got little hearts, and the hearts would unlock you more moves that you could do.
I don't remember, but I'm sure you're
right. That's the thing. You have no idea it's happening, because I remember one level, I was just punching, kicking, and then I was started kneeing guys in the face, and then I started doing stuff, and I was like, why do I feel like I can only do these halfway through the game? Until I realized the little hearts in the bottom are my level.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
At least the NES one, I don't know if it changed in newer versions.
I don't know. I guess I just never noticed that before.
You don't notice it until it's like, oh, I've only been kneeing people in the face up to this point. Weird, right?
So I give Wanpaku Graffiti a soft pass.
Soft. Whoa.
Soft pass. I didn't like it as much as Parodius, but it was enjoyable.
I give it a solid pass.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I just want to point out, I like the bit in Stage 3 that it's basically the scene from The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, right, that did happen. Yeah. You know, you can actually go in the machine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and it gives you a I think it gives you a big power up or something. I'm trying to remember.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of little touches like that in this game.
All I heard was Jeff Goldblum, so I'm in.
So I looked up the developer. They have 2 games you might know that they helped work on: Mario Super Sluggers and Sonic Riders.
One of those is good.
They worked with Bandai with the Mario and Sonic team with Sonic, so they didn't do it outright themselves.
Oh.
So I don't know how much they actually helped, but
I'm glad they made Sonic Riders.
Rough times.
the best game.
The best Sonic game?
the only Sonic game, some would say.
Oh. Who are these some? I gotta meet these people.
Mostly me.
Oh, you're a fan of Sonic? Dude, I love Sonic Riders. That's not the Sonic game I was thinking of. No, it's the only one.
It's oh, you mean Shadow the Hedgehog? That weird spinoff? Yeah, that one was okay too.
The spinoff of Sonic Riders.
Actually, Sonic Riders is a spinoff of Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, it's for sure the other way around.
I want to fight you on this one.
Now, just because the game came out later doesn't mean it's not a spin-off of the one that came out later. They clearly developed it way before.
It's like, there's a game series that did that, I can't remember. They made their, spin-offs beforehand, and it got real confusing. I can't remember now. This joke failed.
The spin-off of the game that hasn't come out yet?
Yeah, there's I forgot what series it was, but they put out a spin-off game, and then the real game came. Bloodstain did that, too. Here's our spin-off, please buy our game.
Oh, that did happen, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, see? I don't make things up all the time.
All right. Colin,
Totally
your last game, since we all passed Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti, surprisingly.
Not surprising.
Well, it's a game I picked. Usually we fail the ones I pick.
Well, because you pick 3DO games, that's your fault.
I haven't picked a 3DO game in forever, but it's coming.
It feels like yesterday.
The 3DO game is coming again.
Gross.
Oh boy.
Colin.
Yeah, my pick is No One Lives Forever on PS2.
Whoa. You gotta say the full title, brah.
That's deep.
Fine. The operative, No One Lives Forever.
That's better.
What was that?
It's a zero punctuation joke. Whenever he reads off a title that has a colon in it, he pronounces the colon as a dry heave.
All right, I forgot he did that, actually. Thank you for reminding me.
He actually did it on his most recent review.
I gotta catch up with him. It's been so long.
Yeah, it was developed by Monolith Productions, who made Fear and the Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor games.
Didn't they also make Xenoblade?
No.
Who made Monolith?
I think there's a developer that's close to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It's not the same Monolith, if I'm not mistaken.
Moving on.
Yeah, anyways. Who was it published by?
Sierra.
Yay!
And it was released on November 9th, 2000.
More of a Sprite guy myself.
Now, you have to say, in the year 2000. It's turn of the millennium. You have to... Anyways, this is not my game I chose. Colin,
His computer crashed. You couldn't say it right.
Yeah, this game is a parody of James Bond titles, in much the same vein as Austin Powers.
Whoa.
Basically just spy games in general.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You'll see in the tutorial there's a few little tongue-in-cheek jokes, like the gadget warehouse is referred to as Santa's workshop.
That's way cooler.
And the enemy organization is called HARM, H-A-R-M. It's an acronym. Can't remember.
Are we the bad guys?
For.
Yeah, we're just gonna go back to the HARM base. I mean, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to play very much of this one. Of course, the first mission is really long. It's like
It certainly is.
It took me an hour to get to part 6 of it, and it was... I don't know.
And guess what?
What's
There's
that?
hardly any saves and any checkpoints.
No, I think you can... When you hit select, you can save the game.
You can't, like, quick save or save state it. You have to be in specific areas, and they're far apart from each other.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I played, this game is just okay. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking or laugh out loud funny. mean, there was a few bits that made me chuckle, like the diplomat who's deaf and very nearsighted, constantly misunderstanding what people are saying.
I'm sorry, people's seeing problems are funny to you.
Yeah, it was more his hearing problems.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
I don't know.
That makes it way better.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it now.
Maybe I'd find it funnier if I liked spy thrillers more, but I don't think I do. I mean, I just find I'm not like an enthusiastic fan of like James Bond, or I have a bit of a soft spot for the Jason Bourne movies, but they don't quite get me pumped.
Pump you up.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't really care for spy games or movies. It just seems like the same thing over and over again.
It's a developing story of a man who sees a pretty lady and says, fuck the mission, I'm going to go see the pretty lady. And then maybe gunfights. What's not to like?
And this game was just that, but wrapped around in 70s flowers and weird.
Sold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joey, we have quite the history with this game.
Yeah, we hit that barn many, many times.
Oh?
So there's an airplane sequence, I would say in like hour 3 or 4 of the game, where you have to jump out of a plane without a parachute, and you have to steal it from somebody, but the game doesn't really tell you how to accomplish that.
Great.
So you just start shooting guys in the air, and you don't really know how close to get to someone. It's quite difficult. So you, every time you fail, you just hit the barn at the bottom and die.
At
and
130 miles per hour.
All. Yeah, make sure you know how fast you hit it at. So I got quite a kick out of this game. I think it was definitely had a lot to do with nostalgia from when Joey and I would play this game, and I was very determined to beat it because I don't think we ever got past the boat stage.
Yeah,
where you're on the freighter.
We definitely did not beat it.
So you're a quitter.
Hell yeah, when this game is terrible.
Nice.
It's difficult. So
I guess you could say sometimes quitters do win.
So I have some quite a few things to say about this.
Do tell.
Yeah. The game and IP is apparently locked in possession rights hell.
Hell yeah. Great.
Because of all the different developers. So Microsoft developed on the PC and published it, and then Monolith developed it on the PS2, but then Sierra published it. So there's like 3 or 4 people that there's a fourth involved in who has rights to this game.
Didn't
and that
includes
includes the
hot
sequel.
Commodity.
And
is a sequel?
Yeah, as a sequel. And the fourth person wants to re-release the game, at least on Steam or something, but nobody else will release their rights, even though they're all on record individually saying they have no interest in reviving it.
Great.
So it's just, no, we just want to keep the rights, but not do anything with it on purpose.
No fun for you, or you, or you.
Huh.
And apparently, if you go back and look at reviews of this game, it received a crazy amount of awards when it came out. Like Game of the Year editions, and it won like 7 Game of the Years in 2000s, and it was universally regarded as the best first-person shooter since 1998 Half-Life. So that's the second Half-Life reference on this cast. Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see. I really liked how sassy the main character was. I thought she was easy to like. Not to be Kate Archer, that's her name. Not to be confused with Sterling Archer, whom I can only now assume is Kate Archer's brother.
I thought that was canon.
Yeah, it's clearly canon now. Sterling Archer and Kate Archer are related.
Makes sense.
Yeah. You go through a number of different levels. They're mostly in like countries or whatnot: Morocco, East-West Germany, the Alps, the German Alps specifically, and even space. Yes, you guys do get to space. I'm sure you guys didn't get to go there.
Unfortunately not.
No, yeah. You do go to Harm's space station. Because of course they do. The airplane parachute sequence is not as hard as we remember, Joey.
Yeah, probably not. We've sucked at games back then.
Yeah. It was cheat code or bust. So basically, when you get out of the airplane, you can just hold left or right towards a person without shooting anybody, and then you'll immediately steal their parachute, and the sequence ends.
Really? It's that easy?
It's that easy. This whole game is so much easier than any way we remember. You can just run to the checkpoints and missions directly with barely shooting anybody.
I thought you had to steal the parachute from the guy below you. Like, I didn't know you can take it from anyone.
Yeah, you can take it from anybody. So
that changes everything.
It changes a lot of things. The freighter mission, you can just go, instead of bumbling around the lower decks, you can just immediately like shoot 2 guys, run to the office, and then like the mission's over. So, when you're not 10 years old playing this game, it's way easier. Go figure. Yeah. But yeah, each mission is pretty absurd, combining like all the nonsensical world domination plots. There's bio-experiments where you'll spontaneously combust because you're infected. There's an evil space station base, as I mentioned. There's a mad scientist that's always kidnapped or missing, and he's kind of bumbling around everywhere. So it's very self-aware of the comedy it's doing. But I personally would categorize this with kind of Beyond Good and Evil as games that sold horribly but reviewed well.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And most of the old reviews praised the PC version like 9 out of 10s, and the PS2 got like 6 and 7 out of 10s. And the only factor that people agreed on was there wasn't a quick save, like the PC version.
You gotta, whatever brings people together, man.
Yeah. There's even multiple articles from like the same developers, like Monolith and Sierra, said this game just could not be made today because it clocks in around 13 hours. So it just wouldn't be made due to the length and the budget it would require, and the fact that it's a comedy game. So we don't see a lot of parody games these days. Yeah. I mean, River City Girls just came out. That's a parody on River City Ransom, but now it's Anime Girls.
What about Matt Hazard, bro?
Right. Or Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yes!
But that's a short kind of indie title, right? You don't get like the 13-hour comedy games, right? No. You don't get the parody games that are long in length. They're always short budget titles.
Yeah. It's worth it to me. That's all I want a parody to be. How did I not play Duty Calls? I gotta do that.
Because it's not as good as the Conduit?
Good point. Why play any other shooter?
Why play any other shooter? I mean, why was I playing No One Lives Forever when I could be playing the Conduit 2?
Could have been playing Borderlands 3? No way. Conduit. Can we just play the Conduit just for like just one rule break?
Well, I mean, that was part of what games we're playing in the intro.
No.
And we keep bringing it up over and over again.
In-depth discussion, Conduit special.
Conduit special.
Episode 420.
What year did the Conduit come out?
It's not old enough because you're stupid.
2009.
2009, so we're 5 years off. So there's our solution. We just got to do the podcast for 5 more years and then just have an entire theme called The Conduit where we play The Conduit and Conduit 2.
You know what the thing... Actually, wait. Here's a good theme. Write this down for the future. Like, I do want, like, Wii shooter sequels. Like, you got Conduit 2, then there's Red Steel and Red Steel 2. like games that were just, like, really different than the first one that they made.
I mean, didn't we already do that, where that's a sequel or something? Didn't we do that theme?
Yeah, but I want this one to specifically be weird Wii shooters.
Only the Wii
I'll pick
ones.
all the games. I'll pick the games for you, don't worry.
Okay. Well, I liked the operative No One Lives Forever, but it's definitely...
I'm sorry, what was the name, Colin?
The operative No One Lives Forever.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For $5, I liked it.
But no more than that.
I don't think I would pay more than that, though.
You can get the PC version for free.
You can get the PC version for free at No One Lives Forever Revival .tk or something. Just Google No One Lives Forever Revival, and you can get the game for free.
I would definitely say it's worth it for being free.
See, we all pass it if it's free.
Nice.
But yeah, I did all that I could to beat this game specifically for the cast, and it's 13 hours is quite a journey. It was long, but I don't regret it. It brought back a lot of nostalgia. I had to take the nostalgia glasses off for a lot of sequences because the voice acting is atrocious.
What are you talking about? That Scotsman has a perfect accent and is just flawless.
I died. Ugh.
I do want to mention how the game ends, because the whole purpose is to find the scientist and stop the evil villains, right, from taking over the world.
Uh-huh.
So there's like 2 characters that die in the very first parts of the game, and there's no joke. The ending sequence is well, we wanted to find the traitor within the organization, but I had to fake my death, and then this guy actually had to die, so then I doppelgangered him, and then it turns out that he wasn't a traitor, but he really was. And the scientist, that's how the game ends. It's like it's just doing, but no, it was actually him. But wait, it was actually him. But no, it was actually my plan all along. Mwahaha. It does all of that.
Sounds like just Snake Eater. That's all it is.
Yeah, it was just nonsense, and I just got a really good laugh out of it all.
Yeah.
I pass. Anybody else?
I'm passing.
What are you doing? Cooking over there, Kevin?
Not me, but
Are you cooking up how you're gonna play the conduit later or something? Come on.
I am, but it's not me. It's my other half.
Okay. Joey?
I pass for free, and I mean $5 on PS2 is not too bad. It's not that bad of a game.
All right. Favorite and least favorite game of the podcast? Kevin, why don't you go first since you're busy cooking?
It's not. I hate you. Wanpaku Graffiti is best, obviously.
And worst?
Probably Clay Fighter. Clay Fighter was just not good, really, if I'm being honest. But it's like I got a weird nostalgia, but not nostalgia with it. If that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Like I remember seeing it a lot, but I was like, I know this is bad, and I accept that. So, there's that.
I'm glad you're humbled today.
Hey, can't all have 3DO games.
Well, I can't deny that fact.
True.
Who wants to go next? Colin? Joey?
I'll go. My favorite and least favorite are the same as Kevin's.
All right.
Splatterhouse is the best. Clay Fighter the worst. Just Splatterhouse, Wanpaku Graffiti felt the most solid. Had the funniest moments. It's just more fun than the others.
Right.
And Clay Fighter is just almost unplayable for me.
Joey?
I agree with them. I thought Splatterhouse was the best, and Clay Fighters I just couldn't get into. It just was a terrible fighter game. It was just not fun.
It's almost like this has been the perfect theme.
Wow, we all agree. But I'm going with Parodius as my favorite. I think that was
suck.
Pretty obvious. But I agree that the worst one was Clay Fighter 2, Judgment Clay.
The Pooper Award.
The Pooper Scooper Award. The Litter Box Award. Whatever you might want to qualify that as. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, this was super fun. Nice little topic. Talked about a lot. This was episode 52, Parody Games. The next episode is the Final Fantasy cast.
Whoa.
Awesome.
In a couple weeks.
Oh, we have to do that. That's right.
We do have to do that. I hope you've been playing your Final Fantasy game, Kevin, or we might have to figure out...
Can't confirm. Not yet.
All right. We might have to figure a way around that. But yeah, the Final Fantasy cast is next. Very excited for that. Obviously, I don't expect everyone to beat the Final Fantasy game that they've been assigned, essentially.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Don't worry.
But at least the first 2 to 3 hours.
I mean, bad timing considering how Borderlands is out, and that's the most important thing in the world right now. But whatever.
Whatever.
Who did this to us?
We do it to ourselves.
Why do you hate America?
episode 52 Parody Games. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.